guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
Like the man says, welcome to It's Drunken Chat, son. I am your host, Tilton's Greens Cornbread, on the Comic Crusaders Network. Happy to be here with one of the greatest men in speculation game, Sir Christopher, the motherfucking greatest. How's it going, sir?
Pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm fucking ecstatic right now. We got Fantastic Four coming up, dude, and I hate to pay attention to leaks. When you told me how you handle it, I think it was like last week, and you said you don't, watch the trailers and keep up with that shit because you want to be surprised. Unfortunately, I fucked up, and I think I learned a little too much. But it has me more geek for this shit than ever.
Nice, nice, man. Because sometimes if you pay attention too much, then you're like, all right, now what's this is the point of the fucking story. That's the point of the fucking story. And just like you're like, why am I even paying money to see this shit? Because they don't put everything in the freaking trailers. All right, let's give a shout out to some of the folks that are in the comment section. GT Key Comics Chat Cave. Derek has morphed into a let's go, bro. Derek Neiman, what's going on? TJ T Jones. And thank you guys for stopping by so early. Freaking, it was my bad. Freaking, I was trying to fix my freaking some camera issues. As you can see, my shit's all fucked up right now, and I didn't want to, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting freaking all freaking night. So we want to just go ahead and freaking get started. Um, so you're saying you saw some trailers, you saw some stuff that you thought was freaking amazing. That's gonna freaking turn out. There are some mixed views from people claiming that they've already seen some of the footage for Fantastic Four, and they're saying that it's going to be freaking absolutely fucking terrible. But once again, they are only claiming. There's no proof that they have actually freaking seen it. So take it all with a freaking grain of salt. Don't freaking let anybody fucking kill the vibe since you guys are going in there and to freaking watch.
Yeah, dude. Not only that, but just keep in mind, dude. This is all up to your perception. So if you enjoy some shit, then you enjoy it. You know what I mean? People have to stop letting others and these critics fucking already narrow their point of view when it comes to these things. Then you have a set mind frame when you're going in to look at something that you probably would have enjoyed if you didn't.
Chad Cave says he does love some greens. Absolutely, me too. Me too. But I got a secret to mine. And I'm gonna pass to y'all. The secret to the flavor is in the vinegar, right? It all depends on what type of vinegar you use, and even you got to at least wash it with vinegar, right? At least fucking wash it. That's a lot of people don't fucking wash their fucking greens. They just throw it on some water, like ta-da. No, bitch, the shit's fucking dirty, fucking nasty. Um, Gotta wash it with vinegar, and if you want to, freaking just pour the fucking like what is it, 50% grade fucking vinegar in there and let that shit soak. And then here's the other trick. Uh, the other vinegar that you definitely got to use is pickle juice. People don't know that, right? You can throw some pickle juice in there, and then if you can, some buttercream pickle juice. Let that in there, and it'll give it a totally freaking great freaking flavor. Add that and some jalapeno peppers, absolutely, man. If you don't mind having heartburn, absolutely, freaking have throw some jalapeno peppers in there. Um, I throw all types of bell peppers and all types of good stuff in there. All your vegetables. If you want, substitute out meat with tofu. Right, that's something doing now. The tofu has been soaking up the flavor from everything freaking else. It's been freaking amazing. My wife makes the best I've ever had. Chicken broth, salt, pepper. Doesn't even need vinegar. Yeah, see, there's a. It all depends, man. If there's that tanginess that comes with the vinegar and the pickle juice, that's what I freaking absolutely freaking got to at least wash it with some freaking vinegar. Got to at least wash it.
Yeah, if you're
And
not
add that.
cleaning your greens, then you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You gotta clean that
Yeah,
shit, bro.
yeah. Especially I've known some of the people that pick that shit up and and pack that. Yeah, you need to fucking clean that shit.
Yeah, another nice little trick is using apple cider vinegar. Um, that's a nice little trick too. I just started using that on my meat. So when I clean my meat, I use salt and apple vinegar, and it seems to kind of give it like I don't know what it does to it, dude. But when you grill it. So fucking good.
Mm, yes, absolutely. Um, okay, but enough of the recipes. Unless y'all got some other questions. Um, you wanted to talk about The Last of Us. Last of
Yes, sir.
Us.
We
Oh,
season finale. All right. And I thought it was kind of odd that they ended it on a episode 7. Usually these series is 8, maybe 6 episodes, maybe 12. I thought it was really wild when I found out that they ended it on 7, because the way they ended it, I was honestly expecting another episode.
mm,
um but the way they ended it, it did leave me like, oh shit, I need to know what the fuck happens. All right. And the only reason why I did that is because throughout this entire season, all right, we've had some cool little moments, but we've also had shit. Okay. Now, I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of that, because I played the game and watching the show, I was able to make some of those comparisons, and what made it different. So, in my opinion, I feel like they did pretty well with the season. The only couple of questions that I'm thinking about is, number one, in the next season, because obviously we haven't gotten the third installment in the games, right? So it's enough material in number 2, and especially where they left off at, of course, to give us a whole nother season. Now,
mm.
when that season concludes, though, are they gonna finally drop the third fucking game, and then we get the third season after that, or I mean the fourth season after that? It seems like we're gonna spend 2 seasons on game 2.
I think that would be make the most sense. Is that after this thing, get let it breathe on people for about a month, and then drop the game, right? Or at least got to drop it by the end of the summer. I don't know what's the timeline. Have we heard anything about it being dropped this summer, or are they waiting until
Um,
Christmas time?
Last thing I heard it was ready to go, and they were just waiting to drop it, basically. And this has been quite a few years in between game 2 and the third installment. So it's still a lot that needs to take place, I guess you could say. We still don't know exactly how the story is gonna end. We don't know who's gonna actually live, who's gonna fucking die at the end of it all. We got up so far, and then we're still left in the wake of things. So, um, as far as this last episode though, I thought it was pretty fucking good, and where they left off is we're basically gonna pick up with Abby in season 3. And this time, the entire events of this season 2, we're going to finally get a chance to see all that from Abby's perspective, so we can learn her mind frame, behind everything that took place that we just watched from Ellie's point of view.
Mm,
So I think this shit is going to really be interesting. They ended it with Abby fucking basically waking up on the couch, walks out into the stadium, and she's in the fucking massive stadium with this big fucking army that she's in control of. All right. And then it starts all the way back over, and it titles Day One, and then the shit ends. All right. Now, before we even got to that point, we finally got that face to face confrontation between Lily and Abby. All right. So after she done killed Abby's friends, in this episode as well, Abby comes looking for them. It didn't take her no fucking time to find them. When she finds them, she gets to blowing shit down. And I think Jesse, I don't think he made it. All right. And spoiler fucking alert, because I don't think dude made it. I could be wrong, but I don't think dude made it because he got shot in the fucking face. All right. Then,
mm,
you know, right before she's about to whack Tommy, right? Ellie comes out like, "Oh my god, no, you want me?" And this is this and that. There, and you gotta think about it, because Ellie has a lot of shit on her mind right now. She just got done killing a fucking pregnant woman, and the woman was trying to instruct her to cut the fucking baby out of her before she died, right? and Ellie couldn't bring herself to fucking do it. So she ended up letting the fucking baby die too, okay? So that shit is obviously weighing heavy on her. So when we do have this front to front confrontation with Abby and Ellie, you can tell that Ellie is like nearly fucking defeated. You know what I mean? She's like basically just giving the fuck up. Like, it's a wrap. It's been one. And then, you know, the last thing we see is Abby pointing the pistol at fucking uh, Tommy's head, and she turns the gun on fucking Ellie, and we think she blows Ellie down. You know what I'm saying? That's where the shit's left off at, and then that's when we wake up with Abby and start with day one of her walking into the stadium.
Mm.
So if you didn't get a chance to see this shit, I would highly recommend it because this episode was actually really good. It kept my attention throughout the entire episode. It had some good little dramatic points in there, and even back to what like midway towards the more beginning of the episode, when we see Ellie hopping in this fucking boat, going through high hell water to get to this woman. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it was awesome. I like that shit. That whole little vibe that they had going for that scene where she basically goes against Jesse, all right, because Jesse is like, "Hey, bitch, I'm trying to make it up out of here with my baby mama and our child. We're trying to get the fuck up out of here, and I ain't got time to play with you. We got to go get Tommy." And then they separate, and then Ellie goes through this little journey in this fucking boat where she goes through this big ass thunderstorm. She's about to run. She thinks that she's getting ready to run up on Abby again, and then bam, you see the whole fucking army again, with Jeffrey Wright's character leading them, right? And then she steals the boat, winds up on a fucking island, gets caught by that cult, group, right? And they're about to fucking slay her, and then all of a sudden, the army is basically attacking the cult, all right,
Mm.
blowing their shit up to smithereens, basically. So they freeze, run to help their people, and then Ellie makes it to the aquarium where she finds Abby's friends. Now the guy is like, you could tell he wants to really shoot this bitch in the face. Like you could see it all over him that he really wants to just try to shoot this bitch, but at the position that they're in, they're obviously in a disadvantage. So dude kind of like, I don't want to say lunges towards her, but Ellie shoots him. But she's using like a fucking 500 Magnum. So she shoots through him and then shoots the fucking pregnant girl in the neck.
Jeez.
So
Oh yeah.
it's a fucking brutal, brutal thing. Did you get a chance to see it?
I did. I did. It didn't leave. uh, Maybe because I was doing something else at the time. At the time, it didn't leave that big of an impression on me because I wanted. Once again, I'm in this for the fucking zombies, right? I'm not in this for the interplay between the fucking people and everything, and people, uh, you know, risking it all just to kill other fucking people, man. Because I've already got that. I've already had that in freaking Walking Dead, right? So I'm kind of blacked out on that. I'm like, but if you start when they start bringing the spores and the mushrooms and the fungi, I'm all in on that. But all this other stuff between killing people when it's very realistic, right? Because that's probably the shit that'll go down, man. But I'm kind of out on all that stuff. So, in fact, I what I need to do is I probably need to start playing the freaking game, and that'll probably give me more insight into how they're doing and what they're going towards. Patrick Mail, what's going on?
I would definitely do that. Play the game, and while we're on this little break until we get season three, play the shit out of those games, dude. You're gonna First of all, you're gonna like the games because they have more of a realistic aspect to them than anything else. That's what actually made me really like the game. It's super fucking realistic. Like it's not just, oh, I fucking run around and I'm just shooting zombies and fucking my health goes down to zero and I can pop this and takes my health back to 100 and gives me unlimited ammo. Nah, dude, every fucking thing counts. Every bullet counts. When you get a jar of painkillers, that shit counts. So it'll make you look at the series a little different too once you do play it.
Nice, nice. Anything else?
No, dude, that was about it, dude. I enjoyed it. The cliffhanger though, it kind of pissed me off that they ended it there, but I understand it.
Right, right, right. Hold on, let me pour this drinky drink real quick. Okay. Um, Next, let's talk about Doctor Who. This is shit that nobody's in our freaking community is talking about, even though there's comic books and all types of collectibles and stuff, and it's very high and over in UK and under the anything under the royal freaking umbrella, man. Freaking they love Doctor Who, and I like Doctor Who, right? And let me tell you something, man. Imadi Kuti, who's the current Doctor Who, first male. Actually, not the first. He's not the first one because there was another Doctor Who that was running around. There was another Black Doctor Who that was running around. It was kind of weird. Um, but he's the one with his first full season, right? And the first full season absolutely fucking was fucking trash, right? Because they were trying to do all types of weird stuff, and they were leaning into his homosexuality and making that a key point of the here. This second season, they said forget all that, and they picked up, right? The For those that don't know, Doctor Who within the last 3 years was actually picked up by Disney. And for the first time this season, it actually showed, right? The budget actually freaking showed. They actually put money into everything. Um, Really good. The fucking writing was actually really good this freaking season. The new Suzy Q, which is like his companion, Belinda Shatra, I forget what her real name is, absolutely fucking gorgeous, fucking Desi gorgeous. You know what I mean? And the writing actually freaking was absolutely freaking good, man. So I think this will probably be. I think he's got maybe one more season. They'll give him one more season, and then they just got to. They got to change over to a new Doctor Who. Um, but man, it was a shock, man. Because the last Doctor Who, I forget what her name was, but that, and it wasn't even her fault. The season just sucked. It was absolutely fucking terrible. But this one, yeah, they actually fucking picked up the game. They actually leaned into the fact that he is black and oh, hey, if this Doctor Who's black, maybe we could just put him in Africa a couple times. How about that? That was freaking awesome because they actually had my boy fighting African gods. That shit was freaking awesome. But yeah, this is definitely a freaking worth the watch. Forget about the first season. First season is absolute fucking trash. Second season was absolutely freaking good. So I can highly recommend that one.
But do you need to watch the first season to know what's going on?
Absolutely not. Nope.
Okay. So it's
don't
kind of like a
don't even do it to yourself.
self-contained story.
Yep. Unless you want to get more into feeling about like, hey, like if you unless you like want to feel more of a connection to the guy, which I don't think is necessary, right? Because he is a very exaggerated character, right? And sometimes that over exaggerated reaction to things is something that has to grow on you, right? If you're one of those type of people, yeah, you might want to go on watch season one only so the character can grow on you versus anything else. Don't watch it for I'm trying to get into the story. You're not going to get into the story, right? Season one is just character building, a character bonding exercise, so you can try and get bonded to the guy. But other than that, man, it's not. It's season one was absolute ass. Um, and if you're watching season two and you're finding them referencing stuff, the stuff is not in season one. It's in the other freaking seasons when he wasn't even when the black guy wasn't even a doctor. It was from like other seasons. So you you might end up having to watch was it 30 was it see was it 50 years? Was it 1960? Yeah, 1962 or some shit. Yeah, that's how long this shit's been on. Last 50 years or so. But yeah, season two they fucking got it right, and I'm glad they actually started spending some of that Disney money. Marvel fucking Rivals. I finally got into it. I finally started playing it, and you know what? It's not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. Um, I liked some of the characters they got in there. Just the Shark, that's my boy. Freaking um, definitely takes a lot of patience in there. I was happy to see Iron Fist in there, but it's not the old Fire Iron Fist. It's the new guy. It's a Storm Master or some shit like that. Yeah,
Sword Master.
Sword Master. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so in between Sword Master and then Luna Snow in this, that was definitely freaking interesting to see that there was in there. And we'll be paying attention to what's going on because this week and next week there's a couple of tournaments going on for the pro championship and everything. So I'm going to be looking at the analytics to see who is the lead characters that people are choosing to play with, because you know they'll be near dear to their hearts. People, you never know, might actually decide to pick up freaking comic book reading because of this shit. I would hope so, right? Um, and those are going to be the most popular characters that Marvel will probably want to push later on. I can see how they've been pushing a lot of Magic stories. I can see the Wolverine stories. I haven't the Punisher stories. I haven't seen them pushing any Squirrel Girl stories, which is kind of interesting because she is in like the top diamond tier list so far. Moon Knight, he's come and gone. You know, for some reason his stuff it's been good, but it still hasn't been sticking. And then some of the other characters like the Fantastic Four, like Mr. Fantastic, Winter Soldier, you know, because they've had recent projects or they've had future projects coming out. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on there. What's going on, Mojo Quit? Glad to see you up and about, man. And then how about we? Are you ready for some FOC?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
we
did
can
you want to
start.
talk about the books that came out this week?
Honestly, bro, the only thing that was worth noted we talked about already, but we can share it on the show. The giant size X Men, and I believe what Justina is gonna end up being Mutina. That's where I'm kind of at with it. So, that's about it, dude. So hopefully everybody picked up that.
You said she's going to end up being Mutina.
That's what I'm thinking because the whole fucking like vibe of it to me, it just seems like that's where they're going, and especially with the names, kind of like the Tina on the names, kind of like to me makes me feel like maybe I don't know if this Mutina that's coming up, I don't know if she's gonna be a like maybe she's gonna show up as a villain at first, and this would be her background story. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I kind of just got that vibe when I checked it out. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I got because I was
Yeah,
like, all right, Justina, forgot her last name, but Justina is probably gonna fuck around and be Mutina in some type of fucking way.
right. T. Jones is saying that Squirrel Girl is tough to sell as a comic. You know, so she did have one, and it was okay. It did pretty good in freaking sales. But when Marvel tried to do more with her, and they were lining up a cartoon series. In fact, I think they did do a cartoon series with her, but it was not just with her. I think it was with a bunch of other female characters as well. So it wasn't just her, but she was one of those in betweens. And the problem was is that at the time they didn't promote it much, and I'm not sure why they did that. It was freaking weird, but she's had her own cartoon series. It's just that people didn't pay attention to it. This is just like there was a Guardians of the Galaxy freaking cartoon series, which was freaking amazing. It had a lot of freaking Easter eggs, a lot of uh, things you could see. Oh, that's the direction they want to go with these guys, and nobody paid attention. It was weird.
If you
And
want to sell Squirrel Girl though, it's pretty easy. Just gotta put on a bomb ass writer, like give fucking Squirrel Girl to Al Ewing, and let Jay Scott do the covers. I guarantee you that fucking book will sell.
no doubt, no doubt. It's just that let's see if they get the get the cojones to try and come up with her again.
And honestly, bro, people that really know and really do this shit, in my opinion, dude, Squirrel Girl was one of those runs that you just actually had to go back and get. You know what I'm saying? Even that if that's for your PC, bro. Definitely, I know a lot of the
Yeah,
homies
that
went
was
back and
that
picked up Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, that was that winter special. I forget what was it 1984 winter special. Freaking yeah, number one or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go ahead and get into some FOC. With first one up is AWA. Love, love this hip hop cover homage. Hip hop homage to DMZ. Um, Charlemagne the God presents from Wu Tang.
which is what has me interested because Charlemagne, people don't know, but he is a huge fucking comic fan. The dude has a fucking masterful collection, and I got faith in this book. Even off the premises, solicitation was pretty good when I read it too. So I'm definitely interested in this. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't RZA have something to do a little bit with this? Was this
I would have to look that up, but
okay? Yeah.
the
I
cover is
just
done by. Okay.
I just know RZA has another thing coming out called One Spoon of Chocolate that also looks fucking phenomenal. But um, I'm happy to see this, right now, you know, especially like people like Charlemagne with his popularity and he pretty much has his hand all up in the entertainment and the music industry. So for him to do something, it's going to bring a lot of attention to it, in my opinion. People that may have thought collecting was lame or corny, then they may take more of a liking to it after this.
And I'm looking, and I don't see any incentives for this thing. No incentives, and it's about AWA, huh? That's gonna be interesting,
I
huh?
mean, I know this cover is gonna sell.
How much
I think
by
I
Karen
think
Gray?
we saw the boy James Critter talked about it. And he said that it is going to be the biggest skipped book on FOC. Like not because people aren't interested in it, just because a lot of people don't know about it.
Let's see. Trying to think, is AWA by Lunar as well? That's what I hate about this whole situation with these freaking comic book joints, man. I'm trying to make sure that I don't order anything from Diamond if I don't have to. Uh, okay, yeah, AWA is with Lunar, so I'll be ordering from them. All right, let's go on with the next. Anyway, that was it's written by Hill and Cowan, and inside stuff is drawn by Sequence, and the cover here is a homage by Karen Grant. Boom, got some Creeping Below and Hello Darkness. This Maria Wolf is absolutely fucking fantastic. She just keeps getting better and better as it fucking goes along.
And this is on Dead Detective.
No, this is on Creeping Below. There's a 1 in 25, and there's an unlockable. Same art with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this up, dude. Maria Wolf, she's a sweet ass girl. She's super super cool.
Bronze Faces number 4. I believe it came out this week, so I'm gonna have to check up on this one to see if this was a second print or something like that. But it may have been a mistake on Diamond's part when they put this in there. Uncanny Valley issue number 10. The reason why I put this up there is because if you look in the bottom left, they've got some Smurfs, but these Smurfs are flying. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Hello Darkness. Here's Miguel Mercado. Jenny Frizen. I'm gonna tell you something, man. It was kind of funny, man. We had um, Laura from Bird City on here one time, and she was showing us like a draft of some artwork, and and it was cool and all, right? Because it was just like some lady, and she was like, absolutely freaking terrified. But the hands were weird, right? So we had to make some recommendations on that. It was like, hey man, you gotta have one of those hands. It's got to be grabbing one hand's got to be grabbing that bitch by the throat, and the other one's got to be going down the panties, man. And so she said, yeah, 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 yeah. So ever since then, now notice Jenny Frizen getting freakier and freakier with the S&M on some of these joints, man. Now she's trying to put. She's trying to. This one would actually be good if she had one of those fingers like going down that bitch's throat. That would be freaking hype. But Brad Stelton says, and they purple, not blue. T Jones is saying sequence on this. Yep, sequence is on the Illuminati joint. I forget who did the artwork on this one, but this one is definitely crazy. Definitely crazy on this one. That one is. Oh, you know who that is. You know who this is. Panosian.
Is it?
Dan Panosian. Yep.
Probably definitely gonna be a pickup. I know my fucking screen is small, so I'm pretty sure it does look good.
Yeah. There's a cover D, and then there's a 1 in 20 on the Dan Panosian.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a pickup then. Yeah, don't sleep on Panosian, man. Pick his shit up, dude, because he's gonna have his moment too, and I just think that there's gonna be a hype market for him pretty soon. Because um, I can't put my finger on the next Spears because it's kind of up in the grass for me between Panosian and a couple of other people, but he's definitely in the running for sure.
Yeah. Next is Dynamite. We got some Captain Planet issue number 3. Of course, I love the Ben Oliver joints. Tim Ward isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Red Sonja attacks Mars. This is a Greg Land.
I've been feeling these, and these have actually been moving pretty well from what I see.
Silverhawks. And this looks like a Lucia Perillo joint, but I love this. I've got to have this one, but I'll probably wait for like the foil or the metal. This one looks like it's a definite homage to Margaret Brundage. If you don't know who that is, she used to do a bunch of the weird fantasy covers back in the day. And naked ladies being tied down and restrained by dudes in hoods doing the freaking special ceremony. That was all Margaret Brundage all day. So looks like a homage to her stuff. Oh, and then you got Snake crawling up her leg. So yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Disney's Zootopia. This one's a fleek. Or is it a Trish Foster? Not sure who
I think
this one.
they
Good.
were doing a lot of co-op work too at one point in time. Tony Fleeks and Trish Forrester. I think it
Hmm.
was on fuck, not Stray Dogs. Furrow. They were doing a lot of work together on Furrow.
No, they did. They did it on both.
They did on both. Yeah,
Yep, Stray Dogs and Feral, as well as My Little Pony. All right. Dark Horse Comics. Star Wars: The High Republic of Interest. There's actually two covers for this one, but this is supposed to be one of the last issues for this particular storyline. For IDW, some pretty good covers. For Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rites of Spring. This one, however, is Godzilla. This one is a Furrow Pay. This one is Mutant Nation. Some of these Mutant Nation covers actually look pretty damn good.
yeah, I like this one too. That one, yeah, fucking fire. I don't know what it is about it, but It gives me like fucking, I don't know, dude. Fucking Michael Jackson vibes or some shit, dude. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, I mean the color palette from the '80s, the leather jacket, definitely from the '80s. Yeah. This one was done by Max Dunbar. Now, the interesting thing about it is, and once again, I would have to read what the heck is going on, is that the sign says Baxter Stockman for president. But Baxter Stockman, that's supposed to be that fly. So did he find a way to turn himself back into a human being again? So I'm gonna have to read that and figure out what the heck is going on. Beneath the trees, this one it looks like a homage to Psycho, American Psycho, excuse me. Love the narrative of what's going on in in this little joint. Who do you trust, the man or the bear? What if the man is a bear? You- it's a whole TikTok thing, man. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I trust neither one of them motherfuckers. You know, he's covered in blood, and then the other motherfucker is like, I don't know, dude. It's just something off about him. I definitely wouldn't check on him in the forest. That's for fucking sure. If we were in that same type of setting, I'd be, I wouldn't say a fucking word, and I just walk the other way. You know what I mean? Fuck all that, dude. I don't got time for that shit. We always die first too, so it's like, man, fuck that. You know what? Why is that? Every fucking horror movie, why do we always die first? You know what I mean? And the crazy part is like we don't be on all that other weird shit. Like, yeah, let's go find out what it is and let's go check it out and shit, dude. But we still fucking die.
Because in order to make it make any sense, right? You got to kill off the black guy first because the black guy would be doing the most to get the fuck out of that situation, right? The minute one freaking uh little white girl freaking pulls up dead, he's going to get the fuck on out of there. Because what's going
Indeed.
to happen when the cops arrive? He's going to get wrapped up, right? You know, the minute some shit, oh hey, I thought I saw some dude outside with a freaking knife. Okay, well I'm gonna get my black ass on out of here. Freaking, it's time for me to go.
Hey, dude, I think that's just that survival instinct just embedded in our DNA. That if we see some off shit, that's the first sign for a nigga to get the fuck up out of there. Cause it's no way in hell that you're gonna stick around if you find a body in any form or fashion. I mean, even growing up in Chicago, dude, do you know how many bodies I probably walked past and never ever did I think once like, let me see what this smell is. Let me see if that person needs help. Fuck all
Yeah.
that, man. This is Chicago.
Let me. First of all, we definitely not trying to freaking go out to no camp or lake or anything where the only way to get back is that fucking boat. Not trying to do all that. I'll, I will, I will fucking. I'll go. Hey, baby, let's go on vacate. Okay, we will stay at. Stay at the Holiday Inns. Okay, great. But I'm not going anywhere where I can't run my ass within 10 minutes back to the situation on foot. I'm not trying to freaking have to get in the car and worry about fucking gas and then, oh shit, the car doesn't fucking work. Nope. Shit's wrong. I'm walking my ass back to civilization. I mean,
Yeah, that's why that fucking recent movie, The Woman in the Yard, pissed me off so much. I felt like they were trying to do a um M Night Shyamalan type thing, and it was just like, nah, bro, this ain't it. Like, cause first of all, I don't fucking believe you. It's no way in hell I'm gonna have this crazy bitch sitting in my yard, and I'm gonna go back in the house and chill out. First of all, this bitch looked crazy than motherfucker. She's in all black, all right, with a black veil over her face, in a fucking rocking chair facing my house in the middle of the fucking day, okay? And she ain't answering no questions. First thing I'm doing is hopping in this vehicle and I'm out of here. This bitch can have this house. I'm taking as many of my favorite comics as fucking possible, and we out this hole. You understand? Straight up, bro. But no, of course, it wouldn't be a movie if they kept it real.
I mean, I think that's why I think they are trying to keep it real. In order to make it viable, you got to kill off the person with the most common sense first. You always kill them off first. Black guys always got to freaking go. Then you can mess around and you can kill the stupid, the stupid blonde, right? The one with the big, because it's got to come in within 30 minutes, right? The stupid blonde with the all the front meat, got to freaking kill her, right? And the boyfriend, right? And then everything else is just a game, right? He's just messing around, and right, because here's the other thing that people miss out on when cognitively. The reason why you got to kill the girl with the big boobs or slut is because reasonably, right? If all of a sudden uh somebody killed Suzuki, the one with the big, I would be pissed. Absolutely freaking pissed. Oh, it's like, oh, hell no. They gonna and then then everybody's gonna freaking get and try to fucking kill, try to fucking kill the dude. But or trying to protect her, making all types of common sense. Because if if she's still alive, right? As this whole thing's going on, as a dude, you're gonna be trying to buck up because at the end of the day, it's about surviving with her in order to try to fuck her later, right?
That
But
that would be the point.
right,
Yeah.
but if she's already dead and the only one left is the bare is the bare-breasted chick who looks like she doesn't want to fuck anyway, then I'm just trying to survive and I'm running around with my head cut off. It's, you know. Plus, do you know how crazy you have to be, right? Because if I'm thinking cognitively, I'm like, oh shit, whoever did that really doesn't give a fuck, right? Because he just killed the prettiest chick here, so he really doesn't give a fuck, right?
Indeed.
So that's a whole new other fucking fear, right? So just saying. Um, Keen Spot. There's a new series for Keen Spot called Hero issue number one, and then also coming out is going to be Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights. I gotta check later to see if there's any new freaking covers coming out with this one. Let's see, that's a Keen Spot. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah, because there is a naked version of this one too. There's a main cover, and then there's a nude variant that we don't have the art for yet. So I want to definitely put both of those. Oh, actually, the nude variant is actually $30, 29.99. So
Wow.
it's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah, they're on
Interesting.
some bullshit instead. Coming out the gate like an incentive.
You know what? I'd rather them do that than have have to buy all these bullshit books. Fuck it. You want to make what? Yeah, just
That's
just
true.
that's let's just get past all the bullshit. Just charge me what the fuck you want. Because you were
Yeah,
gonna
and
try to make 75 anyway, instead of me putting up all this fucking area and all my shelves and shit.
hey, dude, that's exactly why I've learned to cut this shit short. I go straight for the ones, and that's it. 5 months from now, they pull out some fucking random B cover and say I don't have it. Oh, fucking well, because we're strictly to the point these days. Because if you don't, they're gonna get the idea that we're all buying that shit, and we're not, because they're printing the shit out of some of these books.
Right here is Hero number 1 in 20 by Hester Parks.
I like this.
And then, yep, one is the cover A, and then the other is your cover. Yeah, the one on the right is your cover A, and then the one on the left is your cover B. Also on FLC is Kids These Days, issue number 2. Or was this from last week? That might have been from last week. All right, for Marvel freaking comics, up is all new Venom. Not sure how I feel about this.
Just let's touch on this for a second, because I don't really understand why the fuck they made Mary Jane Venom to begin with. I thought that was a very odd choice. I would have much rather seen him with Luke Cage or some shit. an honorable dude, because Venom wasn't really all that honorable until Eddie Brock taught him all that shit. But then he gets with somebody that's like really honorable, and what I'm saying, keeps that status quo. So I just felt like, all right, dude, I don't really invest in this like that anymore. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get the run, but I'm not collecting it like I'm excited to buy it right now. I'm just kind of buying it so that I complete the run. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, there's another cover coming up by Fang Yang, right? Which is another artist that we got to keep our eye on. But work is fucking phenomenal, and they also have a Venom cover coming up. I don't know if that's the one, a part of this, because it's just a cover, right?
Yes,
All right,
something
so
like that.
it might be still coming up.
Let's see. Yeah, because I don't have all of them now. Let's see.
I think the Fan Yang would have been the 1 in 50 anyways, because lately, like the last book they were on is that 1 in 50 Mystique. So
Show
that was like
images.
this week, or it's either last week, or yeah, I think it's last week.
Daredevil, Code Day in Hell. Here we go with Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 3. I believe this is like a second print. And there's your second print 125 for Torrin Clark.
Oh my god, dude, this pisses me off so fucking much. And that is just because like these one in second print 1 in 25s, dude. You want to charge 81 out the gate for a fucking second print, and a lot of people don't buy second prints as it is. You know what I mean? So I can understand the rarity of the book. Don't get me wrong; that's supposed to justify that price, but I still think that's some bullshit because this cover by Turin Clark, phenomenal fucking cover. I would have loved to have this book in a version, but do I want to pay 90 fucking dollars for it? No, I don't.
Nope.
It's a 1 in 25.
They don't hear you though.
I know. I know it.
Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider issue number 15. This one is going to be overlooked. So people are not going to give a fuck about this book, but I happen to like this book.
I actually like it. We talked about it on Instagram the other day, and out of all honesty, this is the last book in the series. So usually those are very underprinted, anyways, because by the time we get to issues like this, a lot of people fell off of it, anyways. However, I like both covers on 15, but I still think that this one is going to be a exclusive, or another second print 1 in 25 or some shit. But I just
Mhm.
feel like they're not done with that cover. Mark Brooks did it, and we were wondering if there was two versions already. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna pop up sometime as an exclusive or something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to look into this. Read issue number 14 because the solicitor says that even with an incredible power boost from a cosmic cube, does she really stand a chance against God? And usually, when you get a boost from a comic cube, you become a different character. So I'm gonna have to check out issue number 14 and see if there's anything going on in 15 that might make this warranted. But still love it. It's a good cover by Mark Brooks. Nice, clean colors are popping.
Yeah.
Face is a little eh, but the rest of it looks good.
And like I said, the other cover, the B cover, is also dope. It's a horizontal variant, which is also dope.
Unfortunately, it's not in fucking Diamond. Let's see. That'll probably be in PRH.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope cover. I like it because I kind of started a little niche of my own of collecting horizontal covers. All the way back to when we got that Galactus helmet sideways, and then going forward we got those Latveria variants and Madripoor variant. With Latveria one had Doom on it, it was horizontal, and then the Madripoor one had Wolverine on it, and it was horizontal. So You know, I really have like a little thing for these horizontal covers. Last one I can remember was the X-Men '97 variant, the family photo type thing, and fuck, there was one more. Uh, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the first cover appearance of that version of Norman Osborn, which is a horizontal cover.
Let's see. Spider Gwen. Oh, yeah, the Chris Anka. Got it.
Fucking fire, dude! I really like this cover. That's why I said I like both of them, so I'm gonna have to pick both of them up. But yeah. So, like I said, I don't know if it's just the way she's drawn. I just really like this shit for some reason. Put me a fucking Spider Man, Spider Woman, Ghost Spider. I don't give a fuck. Give me any Spider in a cool ass flipping pose and the city behind him. I'll take it.
And no incentives, by the way.
Yeah, that's another thing I was about to ask next.
No incentives. I'm liking this. I'm liking this pattern. No incentives. Fuck that. All right. X Men number 19. I know I've read X Men. I'm just not sure what the fuck is going on in the freaking book right now, but I definitely like this freaking cover. Got some little razzle dazzle to it. X Men.
Yeah, I could see it being the second print 1 in 25 Virgin.
Yeah, the Gotel. Oh, Gotel. That's who did it. Gotel.
Oh yeah, I got. You can kind of see his like his work now, like because it some of it seems like busy, but then when it when you focus in on it, it kind of like it evens itself out to the eye. Some people's shit is just so busy that it's hard to focus in on anything. But
Amazing Spider-Man number 7. A beautiful. This has got to be a Simone Bianchi.
definitely,
Just absolutely fucking gorgeous fucking cover. And unlike you, I get tired of looking at freaking spider covers. I get tired of it. But this one is gorgeous.
nah,
Definitely
dude,
freaking.
Spidey doesn't get tired of it, dude. I can pass, dude. I've been collecting Spider-Man for like fucking 5 years straight, and the last two series, every incentive on both series except all the 1 in 100s.
Yeah,
And if I'm not mistaken, on a couple of them I have 1 in 100s too. But still, fuck, so much spider shit always.
yeah. And this is a 1 in 25, by the way.
Yeah, so this is good. I'm just gonna buy this anyways. For some reason, I have a habit of collecting runs and incentive. So, like, if it's a run of 1 through fucking 60, I probably have 1 through 60, 1 in 25s. Because Spider-Man happens to be like one of the books that it's like always a 1 in 25 on it, damn near. They
Oh,
skip
this
every
one.
now and then, but
Yeah, this one goes up to a 1 in 100. There's a John Romita Jr. and it's terrible. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but it's terrible. And actually, one that I don't have a slide for that actually is not that bad is there's a retro version. I like this one, Romero Retrovision variant.
yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, Spidey sent us those Retrovision covers. I think this was one of them. I don't remember seeing this one. I remember seeing the other ones, but I know this is a part of that. It's fucking dope. I like it.
And this is your Duali
I like
regular.
this too. Yeah.
This one's not bad at all either.
Let me guess. Second print 1 in 25.
Hmm.
Fucking knew it. Uh,
Now there was a first appearance of a character, but we don't know exactly what the deal is with that character yet. Is anyway, so stuff. Leslie Lurie. There's the other retrovision for Venom.
Yeah, I like all of these.
Ultimate Wolverine #7. Not sure who that lady is in the back.
Looks like magic.
Bitch got wings now. Interesting.
I believe so.
Yeah, I
I
mean
think
that's her sword is definitely in Wolverine's chest right now.
yeah, that's definitely magic. Um, but yeah, in this universe, I believe she has wings now. Like this iteration of her.
This shit goes hard. Looks like a Perillo, but it's not. I don't
Is
think
it
it is.
a Geist or fucking Bermejo? I was thinking it's between them. It could be. I don't feel like it's dark enough for a Delgado, but it could be. Let me see.
Tis a Fabrizio Tommaso, 1 in 25.
Yeah, I like this one too. It's
It's
kind of
wild.
fire.
Actually, looks like it didn't put this one up because there is a Lucio Perillo joint. This one right here,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's fire.
and that's that's not even the incentive. That's just a regular jet, regular. All right, here we go with Star Wars Jedi Knights, issue #5, Torrin Clark.
You know, his compared to everybody else's that we've had on this so far, because I don't think it's just been Clark. This one is his now, but his shit looks a lot better to me than the other ones do. Honestly,
hmm Well, I mean, there's a Raza that's coming up. So this one right here is Dan Jurgens, I believe, or is it Mike McCone? Can't forget. Yeah, no, it's a Jurgens. That's the signature right there. Uh, huh. Looks like I missed. Let me pull this Raza up, and it's a great story so far. Good story. This is the Star Wars Jedi Knights issue #5, Raza.
yeah, it's fire. You know, Raza knocks shit out of the park all the time.
Captain America issue #1, the Marvel Bicentennial Calendar variant. Captain America, Captain.
And if I'm hearing it correct, I think this might be the first appearance of these new Howling Commandos, possibly.
Not sure. This one is a Pablo Villalobos.
Yeah, I think Leftro. I saw him. He took the thing. Shout out to Leftro. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be possibly the first appearance of the new Howling Commandos.
There's your Marvel Rivals cover. X-Men Number one, looks like they're going back to the Hellfire Gala. Um, this one's a rose beige. Now it's interesting because inside the Marvel Rivals game there is a Hellfire Gala freaking section going on. So it looks like they're trying to tie stuff into each other. T. Jones says he pretty much buys all of Villalobos' stuff. So that might be the guy that we need to look out for next, man. Coming up next, Villalobos.
Yeah, I told you another book that I bought actually was a set, but the Taylor Swift Fame set. Now I know everybody hates the Fame books, but he did fucking awesome on those Taylor Swift Fame books. So it's like 11 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Each one is a different color except one, and one has like a kind of a color grid of all colors behind it.
Hmm.
But he drew that shit very nice. I like it. The red one popped. I think at one point in time, each book was like $60 a piece, and the red one may have been going for more, if I'm not mistaken. But so I'm guessing that this Besh is also going to be the one in 50 or something too, huh? The one in
Let's see.
25 or something.
There's a regular cover, and then there's a 1 of 50.
Yeah, I need that shit. Besh is my
Yeah.
girl, dude. I've been picking up damn near every one in 50 she's dropped in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean the last Hellfire Gala joint was interesting, right? Because that's when they unveiled that Kamala Khan was a mutant and brought her back. That shit was pretty cool. So I'm wondering if they're going to plan to do something like that again for this particular version.
Well, I think it's gonna have something to do with a character named Vigal, and if I'm not mistaken, um, like because we do get a lot of little cool shit in these Hellfires. Because one before that, if I'm not mistaken, was the one where we met Win, because he was originally introduced in that free comic book day Uncanny Avengers book, and then he shows up in the Hellfire Gala. And then on the number one second print of that book is actually their first cover appearance on a book. So they do some cool shit with these Hellfires. So I definitely pick it up.
Here we go. Looks like the Marvel Universe versus Godzilla. I'm not exactly sure what the title for this one was, but it looks fucking amazing.
No, you got it right, dude. It's Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. And is this a regular cover? Is it 100, 150, or
Try to pull this up.
I think it's probably going to be a trade and a 1 in 100. Nice ass wraparound though. And I'm loving how they put the Fantastic Car on there too. Fucking awesome.
How else would you get up that high?
No,
Try to
I'm
fuck
just
with.
saying like in general,
Yeah.
because a lot of times that we get books like this and they're wraparounds, they usually have like most people like running, you know what I mean, or flying, right? So for them to include them on this shit is awesome to me. But like I said, they had their um, Godzilla vs. Fantastic Four. So of course I would expect them to be in the final little overall issue. But I just thought that was fucking dope. Instead of having fucking, you probably would have had what Reed fucking stretching, fucking Ben Grin fucking running up and fucking Sue Storm with her little fucking powers and shit. You know. So to throw them in the Fantastic Car is kind of fucking cool to me. I don't really, out of all honesty, dude, I don't really remember seeing them in the Fantastic Car too often. Because the reason why I'm talking about is because another fucking book, a Rivals variant, coming up with Reed and Sue in the fucking Fantastic Car, like floating up in the air and shit. It's pretty fucking cool. But I thought about that same thing when I saw this shit.
Okay. Yep. So it's Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe, the wraparound cover, and I'm trying to see. It's not an incentive. It's just a regular. Oh no, there's a regular version and then there's a 1/100 version of that one.
I knew it
Virgin.
because they weren't gonna waste this art on just a spade. If you
Shit.
notice, every time Marvel puts out a banger, and you can just expect a fucking version of it coming from somewhere, whether it be an exclusive, second print, whatever. It's usually coming.
And it's 4.99. Fuck. This one is your John Tyler Christopher action figure variant.
Which is dope because I don't think we've ever had a Godzilla action figure variant. I kind of have like a little niche collecting action figure variants too, and I'm pretty sure we've never had Godzilla in an action figure variant. So
So I might end up getting like 50 of these and 50 of the other joints in order to get that 1/100.
yeah. Well, shit. What were the? Here, I'll look real quick. Go ahead.
Scarlet and Vision. This one looks fucking amazing. Let's see. This one is a 1 in 25 by Casanovas.
Yeah, it's
Now, if
pretty
you're going to
cool.
do negative variant, yeah, if you're going to do negative color, this is the way to fucking do it.
And we just found out that in Vision Quest we will have the return of Ultron, as well as Jocasta joining the mix.
Yeah.
They will be the villains of Vision Quest,
Hmm.
which actually makes me geek to see it because I love fucking what's his name, Spade, who played voiced Ultron, uh, something Spade. I can't think of his fucking name, dude. But he's fucking awesome. Somebody, chat, help me out. I'm pretty sure somebody knows who I'm talking about. Who voiced Ultron? It's like something Spader, like James. Yeah, there you go, James Spader. Shout out to Derek Neiman in the chat. Appreciate that, bro. Um, but yeah. Oh, just see what I was just saying, dude. Fucking, this was the free comic book day Ultimate Spider-Man. Fucking virgin, right?
Hmm.
On what fucking book this time? Our second print, um, Ultimate Universe Spider-Man or Incursion shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Then here we go with all new Venom. This one looks right. This one
Yeah,
makes sense to me.
this is what I was talking about. The Fan Yang, that's who I was talking about. This is actually the exact book I was talking about because we also had a White Queen and Bring On the Bad Guys, and all three of them look pretty good. He got Emma Frost looking thick. He got MJ over here looking thick. Might be she.
It is. But the problem is it's also a 1 in 100. So they kind of fucked up with that one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a regular and it's also 1 in 100.
Yeah, they're fucking me up with these 1 in 100s, dude. Like, I mean, I'm cool with like a 1 in 50, but
And why you got the Venom stuff coming out her butt? I don't understand that. Did she shart on the wall? The fuck?
she had bubble guts, bro. You gotta let it go.
Well, she up there. You can see she's drinking that Midtown coffee. That's why. She was drinking Midtown coffee. Venom couldn't handle it, and she ended up sharting him out on the fucking wall.
No, shout out to Chad Cave. No, it's not lyrics. Um,
Fan Yang.
but I had just mentioned this as well that um, all her work kind of, uh, it might be a dude. I don't know if it's a dude or a chick. I gotta go look into it, but whatever it is, they fucking are dope, but they do favor lyrics quite a bit.
It's a Canadian artist.
Fan Yang,
Yeah.
it's fucking dope, man. I like it
Yeah,
a lot.
her Instagram is fucking popping though. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I send a follow. Yep, there we go with all new Venom number 8. This is the 1 in 25. by Ivan Shavrin.
How do
I
you
don't
feel
know, man.
about
Man
this
got Mary Jane looking crazy with that bowl cut.
one?
You know. Amazing Spider-Man. This one is a Lee Bermejo, Black Cat.
Fire.
More Captain America. Captain America's kind of dope. It's your Daredevil, Ricky Yagawa. Deadpool kills Marvel Universe one last time. Parator.
That's dope too.
Wolverine. Hmm. So Immortal Thor.
I guess this is the issue where he's gonna die off. Ewing is supposed to be killing him off for some type of epic return.
Well, I mean, it's tough, man, because these gods are not supposed to die. Well, they can die, but they can't like die. That's not something they do. Let's see, Immortal Thor. So yeah, this one was Alex Ross. This one right here,
Looks like a
which
Lobos.
yeah, well, it's Greg Land, but it's weird because it's got him as a statue, and I'm not sure what he was going for here.
Probably that's why I said this is probably the issue that he dies, and this is probably like a memorabilia type statue. Because I believe, like I said, I believe he's supposed to die in this series. So, because apparently Al Ewing has big plans for Thor, and this is just a part of that plan. So I think Thor is about to get another power upgrade because he just really just went through one, becoming All Father. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. This one is the Dan Jurgens Retrovision variant, and interesting that there's supposed to be a trade paperback for the Death of the Immortal Thor. Comes out September 30th.
mm, so yeah, that's probably this series just in trade format.
Okay, there's the Raza. That's that Perillo. There's Wolverine and Deadpool's Torrin Clark.
Dope.
Bring on the bad guys with Green Goblin.
Yeah,
Horrible.
Libra Mayo too.
Green Goblin with Derek Chew, Sister Sorrow.
Fire. One thing I like about Derek Chew, he likes to draw his women thick. I ain't never seen him draw a skinny bitch. So,
I'm not sure. I'm not willing to say she's thick. I will say that she looks like she needs somebody to help her put that costume on, though.
bro, them thighs are heavy.
Chad Cave is saying, please come back as Rune King Thor. Um, and then he's saying over and over again, please come back as Rune King Thor.
I mean, it would be cool, but I think Al Ewing is going to take this in a whole new direction just because of what he already laid out. I mean, for fuck's sake, the first god was like another version of Thor, and fucking, it was a giant cosmic fucking god that came from the wheel. So, they're trying to get him OP up there with that because I gotta catch up on my Thor, dude. Last issue I bought happened to be that 1 in 25 Maria Wolf.
Here we go with bring on the bad guys. Green Goblin with by Greg Land. Nice Phil Noto, Fantastic Four. And it looks like you got the boy, the dude that actually is in the movie on this
Pascal.
joint. Yeah.
Yeah. They also dropped their Marvel Legends Fantastic Four first step figures as well this week. That also all look incredible. Head sculpts, perfect.
X Men Hellfire Vigil, Aka. And there's a 1/100 for this one.
Yeah, I like this.
Ooh. Not even sure what the fuck this is. Fantastic
This
Four Unthinkable.
this this looks like fucking. This has to be new. Um, because this looks like another run. I think this looks like one of those covers in the Mark Wade run, if I'm not mistaken.
I wonder
Within
is it
500 somewhere, because I definitely remember this flavor, and it reminds me of the Mark Wade run. That's where, if I'm not mistaken, that's where we got the one above all, where he's depicted as like, I think it was like Jack Kirby. Um, but anyways, yeah, fucking, I think that's what like this is. It's a homage to something. Can't remember what issue it is though.
Ooh, there's a really nice. How do we miss this one? This was one on FOC last week.
What is it?
Fantastic Four issue number one, Jia Hung Lee, 1/200.
I think the reason why we didn't talk about it is because it's a 1 in 200, and that means at least $200. So I know I don't think
Well, it's 499,
people.
200, yeah, 250.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's fire though. I definitely like it. When everybody forgets about it in a few months, I'll pick one up.
I don't. Jesus, what the
But
fuck's
this
going on?
is definitely homage. In fact, I can tell you real quick, fucking, because it's in one of these recent. Um, I definitely think it was the Mark Wade run.
Okay, whatever. All right, moving on. There's Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. There's your Saturday morning cartoon variant.
Yeah, it's the first appearance too. That little,
The little Junior
yeah,
Godzilla.
yeah.
Uh, Lino Yu, Batman. Here's your Gelato, connecting cover. Look, this cover looks amazing, but the problem is the splash of fucking yellow. If it's coming from one side, then I could say, oh, it's the fucking moon. But here, it looks like it's just a golden shower, like my boy is getting pissed on. Which maybe, maybe he is, man. Fucking Joker likes to fuck around too much. But it's just a little too weird, man. Another great fucking Batman. We got my boy's foot almost on dude's neck.
Yeah, dude, fucking.
Jim Lee, Batman.
I wish DC would get their shit together. I really hope that this Superman pans out for them because I see people are tired of fucking Batman right now. Like they're kind of pissed off about the whole fucking hush thing going on right now, and they're tired of them rehashing and retelling these stories with these same motherfuckers. And the focus always being on fucking Batman and his fucking butt buddy, the Joker. All right. They need to
This
really
one,
start putting some shit together and really fucking make some banger stories and progression with their characters. Stick with it and build on it. That's what they need to fucking do. Every time they have a hot character, they don't know what the fuck to do with it.
you know. All right, moving on. And the weird thing about this one is for some reason, I know you probably can't see it because it's a little smaller on your screen. But some reason, he just got done punching her in the asshole or punching her in the fucking butt cheek. Because there's a clear line of like blue stuff on her ass cheek, and then on his fist there's blue. So he just got done punching her in the ass cheek for some fucking reason. It's weird.
I see it. It is weird.
Here you go with Superman number 27, Derek Chu. Another good one with Superman number 27. This one is a Guillaume March. This one is my favorite, probably my cover of the week, other than that Godzilla joint. Cover D, Mark Aspinall. It's got kind of a Ben Oliver, Saturday Morning Times freaking type flavor to it.
Let's see.
This one is your 1 in 25 by Ariel Cologne. All right, time to get some absolute Wonder Woman flavor in here.
I like that. Raider Nation, you don't know what you're talking about. DC wise, dude, stop. They are very Superman heavy. Um,
The number one comic book for DC is Batman. It's Batman. It's not even close.
dude, hey,
Yeah.
if that's his cup of tea, then let him have it, bro.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with that shit.
yeah, I mean, if
But
he likes it, but
I just want him
yeah.
to tell me what happened to Punchline. You know, what happened to Punchline? Where did she go? Wouldn't she be in a prison? Would she? Like, what the fuck?
This one is Absolute Wonder Woman number 9, the Reiko Murakami.
Fucking dope.
There's some Martian Manhunter, but before I go into that one, I do want to show this one. Love this one. This one is cover B by Enyaq Lee, and also actually it's actually a 1 to 50 as well.
I gotta catch up on my reading because from what I've been hearing, besides Absolute Batman, a lot of people seem to like Wonder Woman.
Here's your Derek Chu for Absolute Martian Manhunter.
That's fucking dope too. They've been really taking chances with these covers, with all the colorful shit they've been doing lately.
Let's see if any of these characters actually make it back into the real world on this one. Um, Justice League Unlimited, number 8. This one's interesting because you got the Superman in a blue suit from back in the day. And this one's cover B by Ichikuri. This one is your cover C by Tiago da Silva. You always gotta have little. What's her name? Is her name like Cheetah or Chitara? What the fuck her
Yeah,
name is?
it's like Cheetah.
Yeah, butt naked, but slim thick. Here's a Harley Quinn cover. It's David Nakayama.
I like this one.
Yeah, and this one was by Elizabeth Torque. This one is by Nobody's Bitch. It's cardstock. Da, 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 1 in 25. Rob Higginson. Oh, excuse me. Rob Higginbottom.
I actually like this one.
David Peritor. Flash. Why is it doing that? Yasmin Putri. Green Lantern. Mr. Terrific, Year 1, issue number 2.
I like this too.
Green Lantern Dark, issue number 5, Jessica Fong. Yep. DC has a lot of great covers. And the stories aren't bad either. It's just that I think there is a frustration with some of the consumers that, hey, okay, you got me into the story, you've hyped this thing up, and then you just kill it. But or you just sideline them. But in the meantime, you expect us to keep buying thousands upon thousands of these Batman books. Scott Forbes for Green Lantern. Peacemaker presents Vigilante and Eagle, issue number 4.
Yeah, like Mel was saying, throw some Chinese words on that shit or some Japanese letters. It's a buyer, dude. I'm definitely gonna pick up a couple of these just because that shit looks dope to me.
Yeah. And if you notice, James Gunn was actually given some crediting rights, some writing credits on this one. So this was written by James Gunn and Tim Seeley.
Yeah, so definitely a pickup. I'm wondering if they got to get into this just to see if they did anything to set the Peacemaker show up, see if it had anything to do with it at all. Um, especially with James Gunn writing some of it, so I definitely want to check that out because we got John Cena back ruining wrestling, which is fucking amazing. But
And what
you know,
happened? He turned heel or something like that?
dude, for the first time, like we've had him in his little thugonomics, way, but this time it's like, yeah, he's straight up asshole heel right now. It's kind of cool.
All right, here we go with Jeff Spokes, Rafael De La Torre. Why does Eagly have a mace? The fuck?
Because Eagly be getting fucking down, bro. You ain't watch the show? Fucking Eagly is the one, bro. You better get on that fucking Eagly bandwagon, bro. Fucking Eagly is dope, bro.
No, no, no. I'm the one. I'm probably the only dude that has the Eagly that fucking presses like little stomach and he fucking goes like, "Arr!" One of those
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah. I had to buy the Indian dude from GI Joe so I can take the bird and put it with fucking John Cena. Well,
Battle Brick
Peacemaker.
Road. Sounds like some shit I would talk about. Battle Brick Road. Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, what it was Wizard of Oz versus
Fuck.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, we did talk about it. Jack Kyle says he's buying 5 of those motherfucking Eagly covers. Which one? The one with the ninja or the one with with Eagly with the fucking mace? All right, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't mind this cover right here. Not bad. Issue number
I
4.
like it. It's dope as fuck. This whole little run has some nice covers on it.
Batman's Ghost. Tim Sill. And this one is a reprint of that Batmanish, Absolute Batman. This one is done by Mark Spears. Mark Spears for Absolute Superman. So, oh wait, let's say connecting covers.
Yeah, they're all connecting, and the Wonder Woman.
Here you go. Okay, gotta have them. All right, off of DC and into some of the indies. Gunslinger issue number 44. Bjorn Barons. Tentacle cover of the week. Detective Kaiju issue number 1. Kind of surprised that they didn't go for a second print on that. What's the name? Shavina something.
Savetta.
Yeah. Black Ritual, the book of Nyx, issue number 3. Blood Squad 7, issue number 9. Got Bill Clinton on the cover. Feral, issue number 14. Here's why I don't like this cover, man. It's because I know what's been happening to these fucking cats, man. They've just been getting fucking sent up to kitty heaven left and right, man. So now you got these little kittens on this motherfucker. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
He really getting ready to be put together for that.
yeah, some bad shit's getting ready to happen.
I don't remember what this cover is a homage to. No, it's not a
Uh,
cover. It's a movie. I don't
yeah,
remember which
it's
one it
a
is.
movie. It's a fucking horror movie. I wanted to say, fucking Silence of the Lamb. No. Fuck. It could be a Freddy cover, dude.
Yeah. Medieval Spawn, issue number 3. There's your cover B by Mafu. Radiant
Radiant
Black.
Black.
Yeah,
Fucking
Rose Beige.
can't wait for this one. That thing is fucking beautiful, and she's got a little meat on her. She's nice proportioned. The shoes are kind of dope. She got some little pigtail puffs going on. Fucking dope. This I'm buying this shit.
The Uncanny Rogue Sun, issue number 28. Definitely homage to the Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, I think it's 135.
I forget who did this one, but it's a dope freaking cover for the
Looks
Mummy.
like looks like a Maria Wolf.
It
Image.
does. It might be. It might
Yeah.
be. There is a Void Rivals issue number 21. Excuse me, number 20 spoiler cover. And there's a sideways cover for it.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Void Rivals and Transformers on the same cover. You'll Do Bad Things, issue number 4. Oh, they killed a bitch? Damn. Pretty soon, it was either last week or this week. Is that
Free
worst?
comic day book.
Yeah, but I mean, did it come out? Did it?
Yeah,
It
that was a
did?
free comic book day book. Yeah,
Because I didn't get my fucking joints.
you didn't get them.
Nope,
Oh
did
well,
not get mine.
fucking. And just talk to me later.
No, don't
think
worry
I
about
may,
that. Yeah, I
I
don't
may
know
have.
about that.
I was just saying. I think I may have access to bundles of it if you need it.
Transformers worst spot ever. Meet Ballpoint.
I mean, if you just want a couple issues, I got at least four. I can send you a couple.
Blade Forger issue number 4.
This series actually took off with that number one, 1 in 10. Beautiful fucking cover. That was just him standing there, dope as fuck. But I'm surprised how dead this run has gotten. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. Haven't seen anybody
Because it
post it.
requires people to read, man. People just haven't been reading the books.
Yeah, and it looked like it was fucking dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it and fucking let you know. But I just thought that was kind of strange. The number one sold the fuck out like that, gone. After that, I think issue two sold out, and then it kind of went dead at three.
Stay out of the woods. One shot by Image. You gotta tell me twice. This one is a Hyde Street joint. It's obviously a homage to Frankenberry cereal, I believe.
I think it was either that because I had a fucking figure in the shop that was Count Dracula, fucking eating a bowl of cereal. That's an actual fucking figure.
Actually, it makes sense, right? Because that they would do that because out of all the monsters, because Mr. Hyde is a big monster, right? But
Hmm.
Dracula, Frankenstein, yeah, Booberry for some fucking reason. But the one monster that they never did a cereal for that was written around the same time as those other monsters was Mr. Hyde. Yet he never got his own cereal. That's crazy.
Uh, Shout out Chad Cave. So he said, "What is both of our favorite story or storyline so far this year? I'm curious so that if I do read something, I'll have two knowledgeable suggestions. If you ain't been reading lately like that and you just want to hop into some shit, I definitely read Absolute Batman, and I'd go back maybe if you want to read something fun that had something to do with the MCU. I'd read TVA number one. What about you, Lucas?"
I'm glad you brought up that Battle Brick Road. That one was my favorite one to read so far. And the problem with asking me about my favorite one so far is that I've read so many fucking previews. I forget when shit's fucking coming out, and then I forget it what the fuck I'm reading because I got like right after this. You know what I'm doing? I'm reading the previews for shit that's coming out like a month from now or that's coming out from like 2 weeks from now. And then I got still got to catch up with the last 2 weeks of stuff. So there's Battle Brick Road, which was great. Freaking oh shit.
Also heard Battle Beast number one was good, and if you can get lucky, you can get that issue two early.
Yeah, it was okay. Um,
Fucking Storm has been fucking fantastic. Um, Miles Morales has been fucking fantastic. Um,
I'm trying to remember. Usually I have the shit just like sitting right there, right there. But yeah, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. Da, da, da. I was thinking, not that you do very bad things. Ah, shit.
Exquisite Corpse
Oh,
and
Exquisite Corpse is good. Yeah, Exquisite Corpse
yeah,
is good. Because the thing is, there's been a lot of movies that are very like that, where it's all about the game that have come out with the last, I would say, 4 to 5 years, ever since COVID. They've been pumping those bad boys out. Um, and this one is the one that's from the rich person's perspective, which is a more interesting thing.
uh,
Um, it's not you do the very bad thing. It's
we're
there's a
taking everyone down with us. That was
mm,
the other opposing indie that we were talking about when we were talking about you'll do bad things, which
yeah
was where we're leaving everyone behind, some shit like
the
that.
yeah there was
Or
another one. There was another one about a little girl and her father was a scientist, and then all of a sudden she found out that her father was actually a fucking robot. That one was pretty good. Oh, and Crystal Shirley. Chris Shirley. That's definitely up there right now. So actually, we should probably put together a top 10 narratives and then have that ready for you guys next week. Let's do that.
And
Uh,
fucking reading wise, Immortal Thor has also been good as fuck because Al Ewing is on it. Oh, and we kick off with Imperial this coming up week too. So
Geiger. Geiger was good. Geiger and the Glowing Man. So issue number 31, Undiscovered Country. I can't believe this is crazy because I know it's a good book, but it's been so long since I've seen this book. I don't even remember what the fuck it's all about anymore. That, that's how crazy this shit is. Great freaking cover too, with the eagle and the lion and the freaking dragon. But this one, that's just absolute fucking fire.
yeah, I like that too.
From Matt Cave, Crush Death, issue number 4. Defenders of the Earth for issue number 8. Don't Forget Your Briefcase, issue number 1. The Pale Knight, issue number 2. Biker Mice from Mars. She. Great fucking cover.
Yeah,
Not
that
sure what's
shit's
up with the
dope.
old dude in the back. Not sure but he looks like he just got done fucking some shit up. So
Hey,
I'm a bit.
that's her fucking Whistler. You know, that's
Yeah,
her old fucking dude that
yeah.
trained her and all that good shit. You know what I'm talking about, dude.
Hmm.
Just like Daredevil's fucking, fuck, can't think of dude's name, but you get the idea.
Um. Ooh, I was thinking of Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the fucking Lamb. That one's fucking crazy. It's not. I don't think it's a 20.
Oh,
I think
yeah, that's right, Stick.
yeah, yeah. So it was a video game, but then they also turned it into a comic book, and it's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy because the devil decides to pick this one lamb as a avatar, and then when he gets killed, he gets sacrificed. It says, "Nope, you're my avatar." It sends it back to freaking Earth, and his job is to uh, go and recruit other people to its demonic cause. And this is a fucking video game, by the way. And that fucking the first 2 issues are absolutely freaking amazing, by the way.
Has some banger ass covers too.
Savage Sword of Conan. Yes, Biker Maya from Moors. This one is a 1 to 200, I believe. Looks like a gay Biker Mice from Mars. All right. There's a new book called Risk by Black Box Comics. Heat Seeker and Hyuk Lee. Derek Chu.
See what I mean? Draws them thick.
A little way out of proportion. She doesn't look like she'd be running anywhere other than the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Dude, she got wide hips, dude. You don't like hips, bro? All right, dude.
They gotta be proportionate, man. They gotta. If you're gonna have them covered, man, they gotta be proportional, man. Gotta look.
Man,
They don't.
don't tell me you like them fucking Charlotte Flair iPhone shaped bitches, dude.
Charlotte Flair iPhone bitches. I'm not sure what that is.
Dude, Charlotte Flair, bro. Somebody fucking kind of got on her ass online and called her a fucking iPhone because she's shaped fucking like an iPhone, dude, and she actually fucking is. So it's kind of crazy, you know. She's fucking straight as a motherfucking board. Ain't got no ass and big titty meat, but you know, just in general, you know, she's fucking the shape of an iPhone.
Hey, sounds like you won't have to worry about her having a high blood pressure or any other freaking
Oh no, dude.
complications
Hey,
later.
look, man. You can have a thick girl, okay, and fucking, you know, as long as you drive health home to them, you're all good, dude. You ain't gotta worry about that shit, man. You better get you some cheeks out here, bro. I don't know what kind of life you over there living, bro. I can't be tapping no motherfucking tailbone, bro.
Let's see, 6'4".
But I think honestly, I think that's like your age bracket though, dude. Like when the older guys, dude, for some reason, like you guys, like all your chicks fucking anorexic, damn near skinny and shit. Like yeah, she's
Hmm.
beautiful, fucking. And for some reason, dude, I just never got hip to that shit, bro.
It's
And
because
I ain't
as you get
talking no BBL shit. I'm talking about that natural, you know.
that's because as you get older, you start to learn what those hips and all that stuff means. It means high blood sugar, high cholesterol. They're always tired, ain't got energy for shit, you know. So plus there's and I'm not gonna go too much more into that fucking thing if I really get canceled. Um, let's see.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I got I just can't, I can't tailbone shit, dude. I can't do it, man. I got to have some meat on them bones, baby. You feel me? I ain't talking like fat and like just ridiculously big, dude. But like old girl that was just on the cover, she'd probably be thick as hell in real life. Like, and she had her stomach all fit and shit, so she's healthy.
I don't know about healthy.
Dude,
She looked like she could
she
put
had
me
a bad 8 pack, bro. She fucking works out, dude. She's healthier than you. Guaranteed, dude. That she was cut the fuck up.
to put on the cover A, because not the cover B.
No, the Derek Chew, dude. She was cut the fuck
Ah,
up.
you must
If you
you
go back to
wild.
that shit, look at her
You're
abs, dude.
wilding.
Her abs are fucking like they're
That's
sharp, dude.
apparatus, man. Fucking surgeon built by Doctor Who. It is.
Serena Gonzalez is
Now,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah, she's chiseled like a motherfucker too. Well, not too, because the other girl, she wasn't that chiseled. Sozo Micah, the Pride variant, dope. Very nice cover. Um, I always have a fond liking to Sozo Micah's work because she has that kind of fashion girl sense thrown on it, and she's just fucking cool people.
Let's see, Batgirl, Batman 618 facsimile, Jack Hughes variant for DC Pride. Huh.
Fucking Poison Ivy, Tran Nguyen, that motherfucker is off the chisang.
Looks like DC has some Godzilla covers as well.
Yeah, I think this is the second part, so it's Justice League versus Godzilla 2, number one. So I believe it continues the first story.
There's a John Jang foil cover. And then, yep, there's that Poison Ivy issue number 34. Joshua Sway. Still trying to figure out where those vines are coming from, Ivy. She getting a little too handsy.
Yeah, she looks like she just walked off of a vine wall.
Like, cause like I get it, you're trying to restrain her, but why are the vines restraining her one hand against her?
Maybe it's not even restraining her. Maybe she's
It,
like fucking torturing her with it.
I don't think she's trying to torture her, dude. I think
Maybe
there's some.
that's just the beginning, bro. We just walked in early, bro. We walked in early and she didn't fucking fully get it done yet.
Yeah, I feel like we're walking in on a Diddy party, man.
Now,
Anyway,
this motherfucker
Jessica
is
Fong, gorgeous.
nah, dude. This is Tran Nguyen. This
Okay,
motherfucker. is dope. I for some reason, Tran Nguyen is a newer artist. I don't know how long they've been drawn for and all that yet, but I just know that their covers are just getting started, right? So their work has been phenomenal to me. Like I love the colors of this shit. I love the way it pops. And in hand, this is a beautiful fucking book, Riley.
Secret Six, Volume 5, issue number 4 by Leslie Lurie.
They
Okay.
got the rave party going on. She's fucked up. She's off a couple of pills. Oh, girl looking at her like, let's go home.
And then this one is the first cover appearance of James Gunn for Superman Unlimited number 1. This is signed. Let's go to see if there's anything with image. Ooh, that G.I. Joe Real American Hero issue number 317. Cover C is sold out. It was a 1 to 10, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, they've got some stuff, but nothing that makes me want to go. What make you want to go to LCS? Um, all new
But
Venom.
on
What?
Dynamite, motherfuckers definitely was picking some shit up.
Here's cover B with Ryan Browning for all Spider-Man. Excuse me, Amazing Spider-Man number 5. Let's bring on the bad guys variant. There's a piece
There's
from
also
Moko.
what you just passed, the spoiler on Amazing. So we still haven't seen a cover for this yet. I haven't done a deep search, but we still haven't seen it.
Hold up. If you give me a second, I can check if I ordered any. And of course, Penguin is taking a sweet little fucking time.
I'll just see if I can pull it up, see if anybody threw it up on eBay already.
Yep, I got 11 of them. And no, they did not put the. They didn't put the cover on there yet, so let's keep it moving. Chad Cave went to sleep for a little bit. Why did he go back to DC on this one?
So I believe I found the cover, and it looks like Hobgoblin.
Okay, you want to share your? Did you want to share your screen?
I'm about to send it to you on IG, or you want me to send it somewhere else?
Yeah, you can send it on IG, I guess.
All right.
Daredevil number 22. This one is a David Paratore.
I like this too. Super dope. Parator is somebody to look out for, dude, because he's dope.
We've already seen this one. I feel like we've already
Yeah.
seen this one. This is the spoiler.
Yeah. When you go back to look at all the covers, Here, dude. Let me.
Ghost Rider versus Galactus. This one is the Juan Ferreira.
Okay, never mind. I got it for you, dude. And who was on the spoiler? Do you remember?
I do not remember. No, it didn't say who.
There you go, though. I believe that's definitely a spoiler because that's the only one Midtown does not have up. So my guess is that's a new Hobgoblin or new something because the other two covers it looks like the classic Hobgoblin, and on this one, I don't know. It doesn't
Maybe
look
because he's got wings now.
yeah.
All right, here's a more to Thor, Megan Hedrick Pride cover. Weird. Seen this dude's name quite a couple times lately. Mortal Thor, number 24, cover E, Fabrizio de Tomasio.
Fucking dope. Kind of reminds me of the previous Thor run, um, Kate's run. Kind of. It's a couple of covers from that remind me of this, or this reminds me of that.
What's going on, Comic Sneakers? Here's the Peach and logo, Marvel Rivals for Mortal Thor.
Yeah, so everybody keep an eye on this too, because this might have a fantastic fucking story in it. It's being written by Jonathan Hickman. I think the two go-to covers on this is going to be the 1 in 50, which is the version of that, if I'm not mistaken, and the Scotty Young. I think people are definitely also going to go for the Adi Granove.
Okay, so there's your Scotty. Here's your Scotty Young. And then Adi Granov, Hulk, yeah. So it's there's a balance in between here, right? So because it was a very expensive book, but it's a nice book. I have a feeling, excuse me, I have a feeling that there's a lot of shops that are going to buy into this one. Um, but I don't think you should have to necessarily rush and to get this one. You should probably be able to pick this one up for really cheap a little bit later. So be careful and be vigilant.
And that other one
Yeah,
was Mercado. Um,
because it was a 1 in 100. It looks like it's a 1 in 100, and it's already
Yeah, there's actually
on the
two
feet.
1 in 100s, which is the Mercado and the Granove, because the 1 in 50 is by Jim Lee. And this one is another trippy book. As you know, I already have the variant cover and the main cover for this, so I'm kind of surprised that it's coming out now. I thought it already came out.
Yeah, Marvel's been doing some weird, really weird stuff where they've been passing out the incentive covers first, and then the regular qualifiers come out later. It's been fucking weird. Lauren Kenny, Wolverine number 7, cover C incentive for Godtail.
Godtail. Yeah, another one I had to pick up. Um, you went past World to Come.
Well, World to Come is W, so
Okay, so
Marvel
yeah,
Knights. Here we go.
yeah,
So I
that
mean,
Joshua Swaby right there, fucking dope. There's a 1 in 50 of that too. Beautiful fucking cover.
there's Dan Panasian.
And gives you that Battle Beast vibes. Same layout, same colors.
Ooh, Alex Maleef.
Yeah, that's hard. It's pretty hard. The 1 in 25 is not that bad either, by Simone DeMio. In fact, I pick it up because they had a series of 1 in 25s that recently came out, and I'm a big fan of DeMio, so this was definitely another pickup for me. But yeah, keep an eye out for them too. I know they did a lot of work on DC for years, and then now they're just newly on Marvel.
And then this Joe Quesada is supposed to be a wraparound.
Yeah, surprise variant. That is your surprise variant.
Ah, okay. Them bitches better have my shit in there. I haven't even opened my box yet. Predator versus Spider-Man, second print by Ryan
Ryan
Brown.
Brown, super dope.
Spider-Gwen, Spider-Gwen. There's
There's a
a regular Raza by Jedi Knights. 4 Jedi Knights.
looks good, and we had two that sold out already. Down back down below. Um, oh, that's
Come on, Midtown. I think they're trying to tell us something. All right, Marvel.
yeah. So we have two covers that sold out already. Fucking the Chris Sprouse Force Awakens 10th anniversary cover, and your um, Yasmin Putri.
Yep, yep. Chris Sprouse. Yep. Paulina Gancho. Torrin Clark. Star
So
Wars: The High
that's
Republic Fears Jack. Chris who?
Spouse,
Yep, Chris Sprouse. Okay.
and then the Yasmin Putri sold out as well.
Looks like first cover appearance of that one witch from Acolyte.
Hmm.
And this one's on Star Wars: High Republic Fear of the Jedi #5, Betsy Cola, Pride variant. This one sold out as well. Cover D variant. Yasmin Putri. So she's got a couple of covers that sold out this week. Interesting.
Yeah, people are catching on to Putri. She's been around for some time. One of my favorite books by her is that Ghost Spider #3, 1 in 25. Not easy to find too.
Nimitz Malavia for Storm. That's just a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
What?
the one on this one is that Jeff DeCall. We went over it before.
Come on now. Oh yeah, that Jessica. Yeah, that was
Yes,
nice.
sir. Fire.
What's going on, Ghetto Head Productions? Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, Carrie Andrews.
And then
It's,
it's a version of that, one in 100.
it's kind of interesting that that one suit looks like that one cover from about 5 or 6 years ago. Remember that joint,
Yeah.
the black and white joint? Yeah. Here's a
Another.
Kel and Goo foil cover.
I like the David Marquez on this one, and that's fire.
I got all the people that are in this little Ultimate Universe on the same cover.
Hmm.
Who are we missing though?
Um,
Black
shit. If you
Panther.
want to get real, Maker, and they got somebody from everywhere though. They got Wolverine, they got Black Panther, Spider Man, fucking uh, Doom from the Ultimates world, and fucking Reed Richards from the Ultimates universe, and
Oh, Ultimate Thor. Here, that's what they're missing. Lionel Francis Yu for Ultimate Wolverine 6. How you gonna have some girl with a bullet hole in her fucking head straight on the cover? God damn.
is real.
God damn. And then there's your second print for these Daryl Worrell Johnsons.
The version is where it's at. That motherfucker is long gone now.
Oof.
They also started with your Phineas and Ferb colors.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then you got
Yeah, it's interesting because this is just a generational thing where I'm pretty sure that a lot of the guys that are reading comic books don't even know what the fuck Renius and Herb are, or Phineas and
Phineas.
Ferb.
Yeah,
X Men number 17, Puppeteer Lee Magic cover.
it's dope.
And then the rest of that stuff is TPs. And then lastly, just to check out some of the indies. 2000
Be
AD sold out.
be not afraid of the dark. Number one.
Covered a regular Reiko Murakami.
I like it. It has very Children of the Corn Isaac fucking reminiscence.
Jay
Oh
Lee.
yeah.
That one. So a couple of these are sold out at the distributor already, or at least sold out at Diamond already. Um, what can you say about a cover that's got a pregnant lady who looks like she just gave birth to a demon, and the umbilical cord is still attached?
It's some wild shit.
I don't know what to say, man. Other than just describe it. So the 1 to
Tim
10 is still
Tim
available.
Henson's Labyrinth number 8, David Mack, is also gone. Fucking dope too. I actually liked it. I felt like David Mack was getting a little watered down for me, for a little while, but I like this one.
Critter number 8, cover B by Nacilio Napoli. That looks like some J. Scott Campbell shit.
It does. That's the first thing that I thought when I saw it. I like the Heat Seeker by Des Taylor too, and the Lucio Perillo on that shit. It's fire.
This is one that I need to keep an eye out on. First Americans by Critical Entertainment, issue number 1. Fully loaded. Zenoscope still doing their thing.
There goes your Lucio Perillo, and
You
then
said, oh, this is Elizabeth Torque for Jim
down
Henson's Lava.
down one. Yeah,
I like this. I like this Elizabeth Torque though.
yeah, it's cool too.
Which one were you saying? The Nimitz and Malavia, or the
No,
David Mack?
the David Mack. That one's dope, and the David Mack was dope. It's gone.
Hmm. Kaiju Cooking, issue number 3. Definitely some anime reference.
Kind of looks like One Piece. The girl reminds me from I think, but fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 5, with the fight cover, the haircut cover. There's the Wolfman cover, the girl with the snake tattoo cover, creature from the Black Lagoon cover, and of course a Dracula Batman 217 homage cover. And looks like this one was either 120 or 125. Ooh, I didn't know that Bride of Frankenstein was in there. She's in the back there.
And then
And then Monsters, Nights at Dinner Table. I'm not gonna cover this. That Plague House. Oh, definitely got to cover this one. This J. Scott Campbell, the Frisky Calver for Pop Kill, issue number 4.
at a $9.99 cover price too, might I add.
Mm.
And Stay Awake number 2. Uh, these two sold out too. That Quantum 8 and the other one, but Stay Awake 2 is a dope fucking cover, and them bitches are gone already.
Oh, so this one was a good, great freaking premise so far. Slasher's Apprentice. This one is issue number 2. It's about a girl who has a podcast and she's covering, serial killers. But when the podcast closes down, she's actually trying to get this one serial killer to teach her everything he knows about how to become a serial killer. It's good stuff. Easy, freaking great read and great freaking context. This could definitely be. If somebody wanted to do more of this stuff, they should probably pay attention to this one because this one's pretty good. The Detective Kaiju number 125 cover from Shabina is fire. Do you think it will go down in price? Absolutely. People will forget about that fucking book, right? Because problem is, it's not the first one that Shabina has done. It's like what number 10 right now. Shabina and fucking Mark Spears, they're putting out the same amount of work, but right now Mark Spears is getting more um, notoriety, even though undercover perverts they love the fucking they're loving that Savette and Shabina stuff, but they're just not shelling out right now. Solomon King, I forget what this is a homage to, or if this is just, or there's another Solomon King, but it's a great freaking cover. I just can't remember which book is a homage to. There's an Alex Horley variant. Oh, there we go. Snay Awake #2. Great freaking cover. Yep, I saw this
Fucking
one
dope.
yesterday.
It's a dope ass book, dude.
Yeah, let me.
They're probably
God
gone
damn
for
it! Every time.
distribution level as well. So, because I don't imagine people buying a lot of these, and they only ordered so many.
Well, I mean, freaking. The other thing is, a Diamond Day just don't have the money to be buying all types of books now.
Yeah, fuck that. But this dope ass cover, for some reason, I like the whole fucking psycho killer clown type shit. I'm all into that. So
Yep, it's sold out at the distributor level.
$50 book by the end of the
Francesca.
week.
Damn. Afterlight Comics, huh? I don't suppose Lunar is selling that shit. Nope, they're not selling it. Monica #202. Wind is still out and about. Here's your Cinescope covers. Oh, and that's it. That is it. All right, man. That's it. That's all the books that are coming out this coming Wednesday. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover?
No, that's it, my man. I think we kind of covered everything. Stay on the lookout. They're getting ready to start promoting more things for Fantastic Four. So, there are some Pop Tarts coming up that are in Fantastic Four packaging. Um, Little Caesars has the four connecting pizza boxes. There's also a cereal box out here somewhere, I guess. But yeah, just keep a lookout for some of these Fantastic Four collectibles and things like that that's getting ready to start coming out. So, other than that, I think we touched on everything. You know, we'll get into some narratives and storylines next week
Yep.
and see, you know, what we can suggest for the people to read. I'm gonna catch up definitely over this next week. Got a lot to read, catch up on, and then we should be able to put something together and uh, see what's going on out here in these pages.
Yep. AMC. The AMC variants are for the Superman movie. Man, every time I try and go to the AMC, man, they don't have shit. They don't got the popcorn buckets. They don't have comic book. They don't have none of that stuff, man. It's just the employees probably just keeping that
Nah,
shit
dude,
for themselves,
what
man.
it is, bro, is that people have learned now that you can order all that shit online now. So if you just go to that particular theater shop, they usually sell all that shit. So you got to kind of check that shit. Especially when certain movies are coming up, you just gotta check that shit because I've had to order a couple of them offline. You know what I mean? Like the fucking Deadpool zombie head. I had to order that one. You know what I mean? Because it was no
Mm-hmm.
chance of me getting it. They had got that shit like 3 days before the movie came out.
Peace. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by and freaking listening to us. We'll try and be back next week with some good stuff. In case you have or need anything, don't hesitate to hit us up, and we'll do the best that we can to make sure you get what you need. Everybody, love you. Stay safe.
For
We out.
each man his time is pain, until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water. A long lost heart within his reach. I haven't needed a close one.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.